Hey guys, welcome to Mondays with Mary. So this is going to be posting late, a lot later than normal because I am just exhausted from the weekend. I did a 2-day Pink Fresh event, and I'm on the West Coast, and they started at 7 in the morning. And that's early on the weekend for anybody. So I had a lot of fun, made some great cards. I still have, I think, 1.5 classes to do, but it has put me behind just in general. So, all right, so Mondays with Mary. We got a card from the random number generator, and it is number 415. And I thought this is a perfect card because it's going to be our last one for a while. This is, I've been doing these color cubes videos since February, and I think we're on, I don't know, 28, 29 now, and I've totally enjoyed them, and hopefully you have too. Hopefully you've thought about it, it's helped you get out of your comfort zone, as far as choosing colors and mixing colors. But what we're going to be in, this is the end of August. We're going to be in September. Oh, I can't believe it before you know it. So I thought this was a good time to pause this. Not Mondays with Mary, but pause the color cube. And then we're going to do something else on Mondays with Mary. So I'm looking forward to doing something fresh. I had asked for suggestions from everybody when we did the last giveaway for the 750 subscriber, and got some good suggestions for things people wanted to see. If you have any, please leave a comment, because I can think of things, but I can't think of everything, and I can't read people's minds on what they're looking for, what they want to see. Yeah, I must say that doing the Pink Fresh event sparked my creativity in the fact that I have so much stuff. And I realize I have so much Pink Fresh things that I haven't used. I use the Color My Life app to put everything in, and Pink Fresh has not hit that app, and so I need to do a lot of inventorying. So we'll see what we're going to do come next week. But let me know if there's stuff you want to see. So let's get to today's last color cube for a while, at least. All right, so when I saw this one, I was inspired to use, by the way, we're going to do a 5x7, and you'll know why. To use the Craft-A-Flowers. And the Altenew Craft-A-Flowers are the die cuts. And I've already put a magnetic sheet because they are hard to pull off of the tape. And these are big flowers, these dogwoods. But I thought they would be perfect. Normally I use white cardstock and color, but today we're going to make, there's 3 flowers that we're going to make all of the flowers, all of the leaves, and we're going to start out with color cardstock, and then we're going to change it up using ink, because we can do anything we want to do. So we've got purple. Oh, let's turn it over. We've got purple, magenta, imperial red, flame, amber, and dark green. So remember, when you're doing using inks, and this works, theory is the same. You want to start light to go darker. If you start dark, you've got no place to go. You can't go darker because it's just going to get just like muddy black. And you can't go lighter. So you need to start light. So see how we've got the light here, we've got the light here. And then as we go along, all right? So then we're going to take our color, our inks, and we're going to darken. And then that way you're going to have the tone, non-tone. You know, it's not just going to be just like, if we just left it like this is like blah. There's nothing, there's no life to it. It's just a piece of paper with its cut and indents. We want to use the ink to bring the petals to life as much as we possibly can. So, for our green, we're going to be using the swamp green. We're going to use ultraviolet, and I'm going to put these on here. Ultraviolet with our purple. Okay, let me get these over here for now. I cut a bunch of leaves. We may not need them all. All right, so here's our purple. We're going to use Berrylicious to go with our pink. We're going to deep and darken this red with Velvet. Then we're going to use Ruby Red to make our orange. And then to give some highlights, we're going to use the Warm Sunshine for our yellow flower. And then each of these, I don't know if you can see them, each of these has a corresponding flower center. And we're just going to hit those with a little bit of the warm yellow to give them a little bit of life. So if you're not familiar with, let me move these out of the way. If you're not familiar with the Craft a Flower, I like them because they have what they call a keyhole system. So, hold on. Oh, excuse me. So the keyhole system, this flower and this flower go together because they have the same keyhole. And they're labeled 1 and 2. And when you see the cut, it has the imprint of the 1 and 2, so you know which one goes first. This one has a triangle. This one has an arrow. And then their centers are the same. The center has the keyhole, the triangle, and the arrow. So they're so super simple to put together. There's no guessing. You don't have to figure out what goes where. So it makes it so much easier. And then on the back, they show you this. Here's your keyhole, number 1. Number 2, when you match the keyhole up, this petal goes this way. You put the flower center, and there's your flower. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. You can't ask for an easier thing. All right, so we are going to get started. Let me get my... Let me get these over here so I don't lose them. So I try to be so careful, and yet I still lose things. All right. So let me know in comments if you have used a craft a flower before. Let me make sure that we are in so that you can see. All right. So I did save some of the pieces just so that we could test to make sure that we're gonna like the color that we chose. So we're gonna start off with the pink, and once we get going, this will go faster. And the Berrylicious. So let me get a brush. And we're going to check and see what this, yeah. All right. So that's what the Berrylicious is going to look like, and I'm happy with that. So we want to go just like we normally do. A little bit darker here, and then we're going to spread out so that we can catch those. Put a little bit of color in the embossed grooves. All right, so that's our number 1. This is our number 2. I'm gonna go darker there and then lighter on the outside. So we've got that 2-tone. So when you put your arrows together, that's what our flower is going to look like. So I always like to take a look and see if I've got enough color or if I need to put a little bit more color on. So I'm going to put just a little bit more color here to show. Get this out of the way. All right, and then a little bit more on the top layer. And going out. And we're going to do the same thing with each of the colors. So since the process is going to be the same with each one, I'm going to just show you the ones that are going to make a significant difference, like the yellow and the one we're going to make orange. And then I'll do the other ones off camera and then come back and then we'll do the rest of the process. That's why you're not here watching me do the same thing over and over again, because I know you probably have something better to do. All right, so we are going to take our yellow. Notice how this one has the keyhole. And then we're going to do ruby red on this. We're going to test to see if this is going to give. I think that might be a shade too dark. This is why we test. Let's back this up a little bit and see if this one's better. This is a coral berry, though I'd have to be able to open it. And for some reason it does not want to open. Oh, there we go. It was being difficult. All right. Let's see. Let me clear this brush. Let's try over here. Yeah, I think that's better. I think that one is better, so. Oh, why am I closing it? All right. Let me find a brush. I'm thinking I'm gonna try one of these, because I already got the darker color on that brush. So let's give this a try. All right. All right. That's our number one. Yep, that's our number one. I think that's got enough color on it. So tell me in the comments, do you prefer coloring on white cardstock to get your colors when you're doing die cuts like this? Or do you prefer to start with a color? All right, so now we've got the keyhole. I'm going to put those together. Yeah, I like that one. All right, perfect. Or have you tried it? Have you tried doing it either way? You know, I love stencils. They're my favorites, but everything has a place, and I do love, let me clean this up before I start getting so many things on it. I end up transferring color to where it doesn't belong. I love coloring, using stencils to color with, but I do love being able to do the die cuts and having that dimension. All right, now we're going to take, let me get rid of this one, our yellow little triangles. And we're going to go in with Warm Sunshine. These are small, so I'm going to use a smaller brush on this one. Also, I was thinking about this when I was doing Pink Fresh event. Let me know if you do any of the virtual events. So can you see the difference in just adding a little bit of color has given it some depth? You know, flowers aren't all just one color, so I do a lot of them because there isn't a lot local anymore. Well, there's hardly any here. And we moved here like a year and a half before the pandemic, and what little there was, I think there's only one store about an hour or 2 hours away that does anything. But I love doing all of these events. Oh, I have this out. That's number 1 and number 2. Perfect. While I have those out, let me take these. We just need the tops because the top is going to completely cover the bottom of these little stamen-like things. So anyway, so let me know if you've done do any of them. Pink Fresh was this past weekend. The big Crop and Create is coming in October. I did Spellbinders in Altenew a few weekends ago. Sometimes I do Hero Arts ones. And you know, they're always all different. You know, they have different styles. They have different teachers. It's just fun. All right, I'm going to put these over here, and I'm going to do the other ones, and then I'll be back. Okay, so as you can see, I have put together 3 of the flowers, finished inking. And so if you're not familiar with these, then let me show you. So we've got the arrow, and the arrow. All right, so all you want to do is put clean your ink or your glue nozzle, put a little bit of glue, and then line up. And I'm using white because it's easier to see. And then you want to line up your arrows so that you can see it all the way through, just like that. All right, so we're going to let that one dry before we put the top on it. We're going to do the same thing with this one. This is number 2. This is number 1. We've got our triangle. We're going to put our glue on. Oops. And then we're going to line up our triangles until we can see all the way through. And if they're ever a little bit off when I put them down, which frequently happens, you just, while it's wet, just tap it into place with your tweezers. All right, so we're going to let that one go. All right, so the next thing we have is the base of the center. And the same thing. So we're going to put our glue. And then line that arrow up for this one. I can see a little, this one's tiny. I can see a little bit of the pink there, so I'm going to move that over just a hair. All right, so this one has a pretty distinct outline. So it's going to be easy to match up the top. The other ones, not so much. Sometimes you got to kind of look at it before you put glue on it to figure it out. All right, so that's right there. All right, so that one's gluing. We're ready for our last one here. Our triangle. I can't believe that summer is just about over. September is right around the corner. I see how I can see a little bit right there. So I'm going to nudge it up a little bit. Not that at this point it's going to make a difference because it's going to be covered. All right, so this one we're going to have to play with it a little bit. See where it fits. Looks like right there. All right. All my grandkids are in school. The weather's even cooler. And I went to Hobby Lobby the other day, and they've got Christmas stuff up already, starting. Ugh, please. All right, so those are our flowers that we've got. All right, and so I did all of our leaves, and I've got different tones on them because no two leaves are alike in nature. All right, so we're going to move, I'm going to try to move all of this over and then bring in our card base, which I used, we're going to have a problem here. Spellbinders embossing folder. Let me tell you what it's called, just in case you care. It's one of my favorites. I should know it. diamond plaid. It's just a regular, not a 3D. And we've got, so now we're gonna just kind of figure out how we want to lay these out. Do something centered. I don't know. I don't like it. Let's bring in some leaves. See if that helps. I don't know. All right. How about if we all right, see, this is the part that takes the longest. And this is why I normally don't do cards. You know, I make them into cards later. Because it's so time consuming. I think I need these are bigger than that one there. I need a small one up here. Put one of those little ones down here. Move this one over in a cluster more. Let's fill this up with some leaves. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. And let me see if I have a sentiment somewhere around here. Nope, I don't think so. Oh, wait. Wait. I do. Let me get a sentiment. I like that, those bold letters right there. I don't know. What do you think? Here's a silver one. It kind of gets lost. But we're not actually looking for a sentiment. We're just putting down a sentiment to see the flower arrangement. So let's not get crazy, Mary. I don't hate it. I think we can go with this. And then I think when I find a sentiment for it, because I normally don't put anything on until I'm ready to send it up because I don't know what it's going to be for. But I think something like this, bold, goes with the boldness, of the flowers. So I think it will be something like this when I send it out. And when I'm done with it, I will post it on Instagram so that you can see the end results. Yep, no, too small. Needs to be something going in this direction, like that. Happy something. All right. So more or less, that's it. So what do you think? Do you like this kind of layered flower? Do you have a preference? Do you care? Let me know. Also, like I said, let me know what kind of videos you want to see. I'll add it to the list. Now that summer's almost over and during fall and winter things calm down, I'm hoping to be able to throw a third video a weekend once in a while. Not every week, but So, all right, so that's it. Look, we have one more thing. No. Stop. All right, so let me know. Answer all of the questions that I've asked you. How's that? I can't remember them all now, but let me know. All right, so that's it. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. If you're a subscriber, thank you. If you're on the fence about subscribing, it's not a long-term commitment. It doesn't have to be. You can subscribe. You can get notifications. You cannot get notifications. You can stop subscribing if it becomes too much. You know, it's all up to you. So, that thumbs up button, that's the important one. That's the one that says to YouTube that you like the video. And they pay attention to that one a lot. So, all right, so that's it. Flowering Dogwood and number 415 on the color cubes. So, all right, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay safe, stay well, and happy crafting. Bye-bye.